Hello everyone, we are going to go after the Blaze of Glory trophy here in Miami. It requires you to get 3 specific assassinations. We're going to do the paranoid android first, and then we're going to do better burn up, then fade away, and then finally Days of Thunder. Now the paranoid android assassination requires you to eliminate Robert Knox with his android. So we are going to start things off by coming over here on the left side from the beginning and going underground, and you get to this area here, and we're going to meet a military man. His name is Ted Mendez, and we are going to use his disguise to go inside of the building and then ultimately lead us to the assassination. So to get his disguise, we're going to first sit on this bench over here, and we're just going to blend in. And I'm going to do some cuts and little edits just for time. This conversation he's about to have on the phone goes on for about a minute, but we're going to kind of cut it short. As soon as that is over, the mission story is going to be revealed. This is part of the new Army story mission. So after that conversation, we're going to get his disguise, and we're going to do that by coming down this way. Mendez is going to walk this way. We're going to pick up this distraction item, this coconut, and go through this gate. So he is walking this way. When he gets close, I'm going to throw the coconut as a distraction. He's going to come into this area that allow me to subdue him and then take his disguise. So here we go. We just threw the coconut. He will walk in here in just a moment. Now, there's no good place to hide his body, unfortunately, and there is a guard that kind of patrols this area. So we're going to do the best we can. That is if you want, of course, get a silent assassin. So there we go. We're going to take his disguise now. I'm going to drag off his body off kind of to the other side. Kind of tuck it between this wheelbarrow and these bags. Kind of get him as close to the wall as I can. See if we can't position him a little bit closer. All right, so there we go. Now I'm going to go into the building. Now once we go inside the building, we are actually going to be looking for a photo of Robert Knox, and we're going to find it outside the room where the androids are going to ultimately be located. So here we go. We're going inside, and there's not this way. Over here, there is a camera. There is a way to avoid it. I just didn't. All right, so we're going to go up these stairs, and we are going to go off to the right. And in the corner back here on the right-hand side is going to be a photo of Mr. Robert Knox. So we're going to pick that up. And then we are going to head into the Android room. Now, there's going to be a conversation here for a couple minutes. He's going to give you a demonstration of how this machine works. Basically, you're going to select a photo, and this Android is going to shoot the object inside the photo. So, cut for time there. Once he's done talking, walk up to this Android, select the photo of Robert Knox, and the Android will actually eliminate him for you. And that is one of the 3 assassinations required for the Blaze of Glory trophy. So next up, we're going to do better burn up than fade away. Now this requires you to blow up Sierra Knox on the podium. So here we're going to go ahead the same way we kind of started off the last time. Now that last assassination and this assassination, I didn't have any special skills or objects or gear. That I didn't bring any of that in. Now the third one, we are going to use the little remote, the micro remote explosive, but we'll get there in due time. So for this, we are going to start another story mission, and we are going to get Sierra Knox up on the podium, and then we'll ultimately blow it up. Fairly easy, but there is going to be about a point where 6 minutes you're just going to have to do nothing. So here we go. Here's where this is going to start. So you got this crew member, a member of the racetrack, in the orange vest over there. So I'm just going to blend in here. You don't actually have to blend in. You can just stand nearby. You just have to be within your earshot to hear him talk. And I'm realizing I did not cut this for time. Maybe perhaps I should have. All right, so there we go. The Triumph is the story mission we are going to go along here. So we are going to disguise ourselves as a race marshal, and we're going to do that by coming back here You're not going into the parking area. Instead, we're going to jump over this wall. I don't have the key to get into that door. Now, careful, there is a camera right above you here. You can avoid it if you just stay close to this wall. And there's going to be a race marshal walking down those stairs. You can see him. He's going over to a vehicle. We're going to wait until he gets to that vehicle and then get up and then take his disguise. So you can dispose of the body. There is a box just over there ahead that we can drag him off to. So go ahead and dump him. Now we are going to ultimately need a wrench. There is a wrench inside of this garage here. However, if you walk in with the race marshal disguise, you will be trespassing. If you want to sneak back there, you can, but I'll show you a much easier way to get a wrench. Not going to require any trespassing. So we got a race marshal here. He would recognize us, but we're going to just knock him out instead. And then we're going to drag his body and dump him over the side. All right, so at this point, we're going to grab the flag here, and what we're going to do is disqualify Moses Lee. You'll have two options. You could disqualify Sierra herself or disqualify Moses. We need to disqualify Moses in order to get the better burn up and fade away assassination. So we just have to wait for Sierra and Moses to come around the corner down there. And once they do, we're going to hold the square or hit the square button to disqualify Moses Lee. They should be coming any moment here. There they are. So there we go. So now we got to sabotage the gas supply. This is actually the last step of this assassination. But now this is where we need a wrench. So head over to where you need to do the sabotaging. And then we can just go in through this way, through this door. And there's going to be another room across the way here where we can just find a wrench. We won't be noticed or anything. So pretty easy. This is where you want to get the wrench. So we just got to go back and sabotage the gas lines, the pipes. Now once you've done this, you've set everything up, you just have to wait out the actual assassination. It'll just happen on its own. You won't have to do anything else. But it'll be, depending on how quickly you've gotten to this point, could be about 5 to 7 minutes. So just go off, do whatever you want. Eliminate Robert if you'd like. Turn each and every single one of these all the way up to the red. Now I'm just going to go take a position in the stands and just kind of watch this unfold. And eventually the pyrotechnics will go off. But because we adjusted the gas, it'll blow up and assassinate Sierra. All right, I got the Tools of the Trade trophy, but that is not related to the Blaze of Glory trophy. So the next one, again, I have to select some gear. I'm going to eliminate my lockpick and put in the ICA micro remote explosive. Now you can walk through security with this because it's small enough not to be detected. So this is the Days of Thunder assassination. This is where the one where we're going to blow up Sierra Knox's car while she's in it, of course. So we're going to go into the actual race. We're going to have to get frisked. Make sure you don't have a gun in your equip. You don't need one, so don't worry about it. All right, so now we need to disguise ourselves as a member of her mechanic team. So what we're going to do is we are going to go up into the stands. We will find a disgruntled mechanic. And you can see this also starts another story mission. Now what we're going to ultimately do is go into the garage, into the pit area. And there's 3 different ways in which you can, I'm going to equip the coin, 3 different ways in which you can deal with the car. We have to use the remote explosive one in order to get the Days of Thunder, which you'll see in a minute. All right, so now over here, there's a guard over there. I'm going to throw a coin. Sometimes he sees you, sometimes he doesn't. I just threw it just to be safe. Probably should have waited until this guy was a little further into the porta potty area. But no big deal. All right, so he's going to drop a pass, a card, an access card. You want to pick that up. You want to take his disguise, and you want to drop off and dump the body into the dumpster here. Now we're just going to head into the pit area. And we go through the VIP, and straight ahead you'll see the opening. This is where we're going. If you're going for a silent assassin, there is a camera here, so be careful. Wait for it to pan away. Again, you don't have to get the silent assassin in order to get the 3 assassinations in order to get the Blaze of Glory trophy. All right, so once you're here, we're going to briefly speak to the pit crew lady here. She's going to say some snarky remark. We're going to talk to her, and then we're going to come up over here. This is where you have 3 different ways in which you can mess with the car. If you have that remote explosive, we can add it to the center toolbox here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now you're going to go out, sabotage the car. Now, this remote explosive is triggered by a device you have in your inventory. So if you would like to go and get a nice position, wait for her car to come in view so you can see it blow up, that'd be cool. I didn't do that. For the sake of time, I'm just going to go into my inventory, get the detonator out, and then trigger it with R2. That will assassinate her. We won't get to see it, but it'll assassinate her. We'll complete the Days of Thunder assassination. And because we did the Paranoid Android and Better Burn Up Than Fade Away, we will get the Blaze of Glory trophy. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. Of course, subscribe.